That is bad. Wait, am I still there? Can't see you anymore.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the day. How are folks doing today? We have a special treat. We are going to be building a deck. I hope everyone is having a good time. We're going to be building Kefka Court Mage. And Paige is joining us today. We're going to go over there and see her right now. Oh, wait,
Oh.
She's missing. Oh, God.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, wait, why did that happen?
I don't know, because your thing disappeared.
Oh, all right. Well, we're going to have to figure this out for next time. I just sent you a new link for the collab cam. This is a meme. Got a meme over here. Let me know when you're good.
I should be there, but I see myself twice. Oh, wait, there.
I'm not seeing you.
Do you have it open? Because your camera is not on here for me.
Yep, I'm seeing it here.
No.
It's like one of those things where, like, we're gonna have to restart the Streamlabs. Is it not working for you? I just generated a new link.
It's showing. Yeah, it's showing me. It doesn't show you on the other half like it usually does.
All right. Use this new link that I just generated.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably because I switched between those scenes and came back to these scenes. I don't know what else would be the issue. Is that working for you?
Yeah, it's working for me.
Okay, I don't see you at all. It's not giving me... It's not giving me, like, the picture to bring you up and show you on stream or anything like that.
Of course.
I just can't even... I can't see you at all. What's up, everybody? Yeah, we have technical difficulties over here, as per usual, because nothing much works here.
Yes, you do it by yourself.
What's that?
Yes, you do it by yourself.
No, I don't want to do it by myself. Who would have thought Kefka would be a commander in Magic or any other Final Fantasy hero villain for that matter? I know, right? It's honestly pretty wild. Let's see here. We just want to get Paige in here because she's going to help us build the deck. So let's see if we can figure out how to get her in here. I'm just going to remove this source, I guess, Paige.
Sure.
And then we'll re-add you. Page new. Add source. Copy. See if this works for you. I'm sending you another link. Yeah, it must be like they don't want us switching between scenes. So we just need everything to be on these scenes and not go from the Fireflies thing back to this. I had the stream starting thing, but that apparently messed everything up.
Nope, still not showing you on the other side.
All right, everybody, hang tight, and what we're gonna have to do is restart the stream as usual.
You just do it. I'll be a voice.
Yeah, can you hear Paige?
I think your camera's in use and it's not putting on. I think that's what it is.
My camera being in use is causing it.
I just don't remember how you did it last time.
And it should just be as simple as bringing you in.
I'll just restart this.
All right, well, as long as you can hear her, then that's good. Yeah, try just restarting your stuff. Can you hear her well? It'll be like you're conscious judging your card choices. Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking. Hmm. Paige, are you there? Well, how's everybody doing today? It's good to see you. Thank you for popping by another Martishius Magic stream. I promise you eventually we're going to have a streaming software that works over here. And we're going to stop with all of the technical difficulties. But until then, it's just going to be a shit show, apparently. Like that planet in Alien where all of the prisoners live on the Alien 3 and they're like, nothing much works here. Paige, did I lose you? Are you there?
I'm trying.
Yeah, there are some new hot Amano arts coming out, that's for sure.
Nope, now my phone doesn't want to connect.
All right. Well, Paige, we'll just have you be a voice. If you want to try reconnecting your phone, I'm happy to try and do that. We'll move me over here for now. Everybody, it is really nice to see you today. Arkanau says, I'm just going to rebuild my Anala Mirror Box deck and put all these nice new wizards into it. There we go. There are a lot of new wizards. So today, we are building Kefka, Court Mage. And here's the card. Whenever Kefka enters or attacks, each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. So there's a lot of different ways that we can build this. I like the idea of like discarding stuff that says like artifact creature, things that have dual types, something like a Whip of Erebos, for example, an enchantment artifact. Lil Omnisaya says, I enjoyed the Shadow deck text. It's fresh seeing decks get built on stream. Enjoy the day, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words. I'm finishing up my quesadilla here before we get started. Paige is with us, just in spirit, just as a voice. I want to figure out, I mean, let's see if we can get you in here one more time. No, it's just not working for you, huh? Spec says, I'm here for the quesadilla stream. What's this deck tech thing? Oh, man. We're going to build Kefka Court Mage, and he looks pretty fun. Excuse me. Put Anala and Azami in the 99. Lots of wizards. Maybe Dark Confidant and Archmage Emeritus. Each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. I don't know if we want to go all wizards. I don't know, Paige, what are your thoughts on this one? Did I lose you? Paige. Count, what's up? You made him into a wizard burn deck. With the new wizards, it's pretty dope. Okay. All right, maybe I need to keep an open mind. Little bit of haste to get double triggers on turn one. I think we want some discard, right? Because then he flips into flying. Whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, you draw that many cards, which is very strong. Do we want like Pestilence? I feel like Pestilence in here is very good. One damage to all creatures and all players. Whenever an opponent loses life, you draw that many cards. So that means if we Pestilence for one, we draw 3 cards, right? Is that right? Pretty sure it is. And then, yeah, just like Vivi. First chapter of this stream is going to be Jake is eating. All right, let me get this out of the way and I'll be right back. Get a nice chair stream going early on. Otherwise, just pop in and be a voice. Or should I restart? I could restart the stream. We'll just know for next time. Here, let's just restart. I'll just restart. Okay. All right. All right, bye. We're still trying to get Paige in here, folks. True Mrs. Popo, what's up? Yeah, Shieldred would be good. Just add some stuff here for a second. I think Tiny Bones. Yeah, happy Monday, everybody. Which Tiny Bones? Pickpocket? Yeah, I could see this. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. We are building Kefka Court Mage right now. Whenever Kefka enters or attacks, each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. That's on enters or attacks. So when I think enters with this, each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. So we're discarding. They're also discarding. And we draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. So if they're pitching a land, you know, if we're pitching something like, you know, I want this guy to be in here because this card is just insane. I don't know if you know about this card, but artifact creature is really good. Whenever it attacks, blocks, or becomes the target of a spell, it deals damage equal its power to each opponent. Yeah, it does seem like reanimate, right? I wonder if Grave Betrayal goes in here because it's like one of these cards that's like big mana. Like I know we're gonna have mana rocks in here because we're in Grixis, so we don't get ramp, so we have to do like, let's just get these in here. Rakdos Signet, Demir Signet. Is it Signet? I don't know. Is it? Grand Dynamo, Arcane Signet, Soul Ring, and then do we want like talismans? Okay, so we'll just start with that little artifact package for now. The other option is we go like treasures or something like that. Each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. So what is that list of like really good cards that are Tiny Bones Bauble Burglar? Whenever an opponent discards a card, exile it from their graveyard with a stash counter on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Kuja. At the beginning of your end step, create a tap 0/1 black wizard creature token with whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this token deals 1 damage to each opponent. Yes. Then if you control 4 or more wizards, you transform it. The wizard you control would deal damage to a permanent or player. It deals double that damage instead. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Shermani Granger. Oh my god. We got the chair memes going. Yeah, probably Past in Flames. I like that. In Mizzix's Mastery. Mizzix's Mastery. I'm thinking, do we want stuff like... Do we want stuff like Ornithopter in here? Just simply because it's an artifact creature and it's fodder to just discard to Kefka. Like if we use Kefka's ability, do we want creatures like this that are just like cheap that we can pitch? Or is it in here, it's like, it doesn't really matter if it's cheap, we just want to be pitching probably like good stuff, right? I would imagine. Riptide Lab. Yeah, I could see that. Each opponent sacks a permanent of their choice and then transform for 8. So our artifacts help ramp into that big ability. Let's figure out exactly what we want to do with this deck. Let's figure out what the goal of it is. Each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. Like, are we trying to just like draw a ton of cards? Is this a deck where we win with like Thoracle? It's an interesting way to build. Artifact creature attacks, choose 1, put a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature control, draw 2 cards, create a 3/3 black Dalek. Artifact creature token with menace, each opponent loses 4 life. I feel like that seems good. Garvos Dalek Creator. Menace at the beginning of your end step, create a 3/3 black Dalek artifact creature token with menace if an opponent lost 3 or more life this turn. Then each opponent who lost 3 or more life this turn faces a villainous choice. You draw a card or that player discards a card. The first non-legendary artifact spell you cast each turn has casualty 2. As you cast it, you may sack a creature with power 2 or greater. And you do copy it. It's interesting. I think Cult of Skaro is interesting. Lily Carter followed on Streamlabs. Appreciate you. On Twitch. Thank you for following. Oracle and Labman are wizards too. Like, do we want Oracle and Labman? Oblivion says, I built mine to fill my graveyard with instants and sorceries and a spell slinger theme. Fandaniel Telephoroi Essien is really nice in this deck too. Yeah, Fandaniel is good. Also a wizard. Fandaniel wants everybody to die. You would draw a card while your library has no cards in it. You win the game instead. Yeah, maybe I need to focus less on dual creature types and more just on... Yeah, Arcanau, I kind of see where you're going now with Bork, Reverberate, all that kind of stuff. Let's just put it in here. Oh, nice. Jinx does magic and stuff. Got the Patreon. It's telling me that you have my video hidden on the link you sent me. Okay. You got number 58. Nice, Jinx. Okay, cool. All right, let's see if we can figure out Page here. It's saying I have you hidden. No? Paige, are you there? Can you talk?
Can you go back to the invite thing?
Yeah.
I just can't see it.
I'm sharing my screen with you. Do you not see it?
No, you're probably sharing the tab, not the full screen.
Right. Can you see? Can you see?
Okay. You generate a new one and send that to me. I just want to see what happens when you...
Okay. Right,
Does it
chat.
open a separate thing when I go in this?
What? I see webcam source. I see microphone source. I see share video source. Page new. What does it say for you when I do this?
Nothing. It just, on my name, it says hidden on stream.
Hidden on stream. No? I mean, hide, unhide.
If you, It doesn't bring up a separate, like, browser for that.
No, what do you mean a separate browser?
For this cloud cam thing. Like, for me, it brings up a browser.
No, typically what I do is I click this and then it has your picture here and it says share.
Hmm. I don't know.
I think the issue is I switched between scenes and then when I came back it was like no longer working. So that's the only thing I can think. Is like because I switched between like fireflies and this is like it moved you or something or glitched it out. Like I feel like if I restart Streamlabs it'll probably work.
Yeah, I don't know.
But chat, we are joined by Paige. Paige is here. And she is going to help us build. Let's view. On visual grid. Paige, we'll figure it out for next time. I think what we'll do is we'll just sit down and actually build these scenes. And make it to where we no longer have to use that fireflies thing at all. So I think that's
Yeah, I just
what
don't know
messed
why
up.
it's showing like it's not a setting I can switch, so that's why I'm...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's telling me, Google tells me there's a thing that should come up for you where you can control my camera. But it's... You said nothing comes up.
No, I mean, it was coming up for me. It was absolutely coming up for me. So, I don't really know. It was like I click page new, and typically your picture is here. Is it letting you even use the link?
Mm-hmm. It goes like normal. Your picture just doesn't show up. Because usually when it says you're sharing your picture with me, it shares it on here. So I can see you. But your camera's not sharing with me. That's why I think it's on your end.
Yeah, I don't know. But we have Paige building here with us as a voice, everybody. Can everybody hear Paige? I think people keep thinking that her name is Sage, but her name is Paige with a P. Paige. I'm seeing like madness as an idea. Paige, I wouldn't worry about it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out for a future stream and we'll make it happen.
I know. Now I'm hyper focused.
Yeah. There's just nothing that we can do about it right now unless we want to like restart Streamlabs. So. And then we'd have to start a whole new stream. And then everybody will be like, oh, it ended, and then they'll just go away.
Well, I'm not saying stop it. That's what I'm saying. I'm figuring it out.
What's that?
Don't stop it. I said I'm just trying to figure it out.
Okay. So yeah, sorry chat. We're still sitting here trying to work through technical difficulties. Technically, Paige was supposed to join us today. And she is joining us. It's just that her picture is not here. So I don't know what we need to do to make it here, but it is just not showing up for us. So next time we'll have to figure it out. And I do think it's because I switched through scene selections completely. So I think it was like switching through the scene selections bugged it out for some reason. But we are here. We are going to continue building the deck. So Paige, you kind of see the direction that we're going, right? We're trying to figure out how we want to build this. How would you build this thing? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
But I need to look.
I need to bump your volume because I can barely hear you.
Can't see the deck. Okay, there. Each player. Oh, wait, you need to hover over.
Yeah, each player discards a card, then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. I was originally thinking like, oh, we go into this like dual type kind of thing where like the creatures are artifact creatures, that way they hit 2 types when we're discarding stuff. But then it's like, you know, you got to think with all of your opponents as they discard stuff, they're going to be
I think the purpose of this deck is to just get as many cards in graveyards as possible so you can get value. So I would probably run like black wheel effects or red. You're in red as well. Just to get the most things in the graveyard and then use cards that get them back.
Yeah.
Out of there. Like other reanimate effects.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I like this. Chat, let's catch up on what chat is saying here. Arcanau says the goal of my Inala deck was to wheel and deal everyone out. Recast wheel and deal 17 times. Ending the game in a draw was a win for me. Turn 1 Hippie says it's a shame that rare lands in this set are tapped lands. Yes. Or would it maybe be too much of a good thing? Oblivion says Circle of Power is also really nice. See what Circle of Power is. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Create a 0/1 black wizard creature token with whenever you cast a non-creature spell. This token deals 1 damage to each opponent. Wizards you control get +1/+0 and gain lifelink until end of turn. Oh. Yeah, this new like Impact Tremors wizard is pretty interesting. Extreme Killage is here. What's up? Says, all right, hear me out. Roller Crusher ride. Yeah, we could just add stuff and then cut. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or player while there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, it deals double that damage instead. Yeah. Yeah, that seems good. I also ran Copy Enchantment. Inala plus doubling seasons equals kind of hilarious. Okay. So for this deck, I've already purchased some cards with Madness in them so I can get Flavor Wind. Yeah, Madness seems like it could be good. I mean, Kefka is mad.
Your Betrayal's gross.
Sage's Dousing. Is that a sorcery? Tribal Instant. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. If you control a wizard, draw a card. Oh, that's not bad. Maybe Harmonic Prodigy. I think someone said that earlier. If an ability of a shaman or another wizard you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Enters or attacks each player. Yeah, I think we like that. I also had a guy who's Panharmonicon for wizards and that Djinn lady who does the same thing. Roaming Throne 2, copying 1 spell like 7 times is hilarious. Oh yeah, Roaming Throne does seem good. God, Roaming Throne is a $30 card these days.
Mm-hmm. It just keeps getting better.
Jeez. Little Omnissiah says, it's going to be really hard to keep Kefka on the table. Everyone's going to want him removed, so you got to have some cards with the same plan as him. Definitely run Cavern of Souls. Yeah, Cavern is good. The other stuff that we want to run is like, wow, I can't believe Cavern of Souls is a $35 card. That's a really good price.
But Mistrise Village.
Yeah, Mistrise Village is good. We probably want the usual suspects like Swiftfoot And we probably want, like, I don't know, do we want lightning greaves? Can you draw
As
a
long as you're
picture
not
of
trying to
her and
target.
just hold her up while we do this? I need this. You just want to see a picture of her? Turgrid. Oh god, does this deck use Turgrid? Rise from the Dark Realms? Yeah, probably. Didn't that just get a Final Fantasy printing too?
Yeah, I think it's in one of the commander decks.
Yeah. We got to do the Final Fantasy one. Just put up a picture of a Moogle and say it's Paige. Okay. All right, hold on. Give me a second. One second, chat. Just a moment. I want to get this done here now that chat had a really good idea. All right, here we go. Now we got Moogle Page in here. Just one sec. All right, there we go. There's Paige over there. Everybody see her?
Oh, yes.
Hold on. Really bring it together. We'll just make it yellow. There we go. There's Paige. Boom. Paige, you're here, except as a Moogle. Not bad, right? Someone said it before, but I do think Harmonic Prodigy. You could even run black spells and go for a Necromancy sub-theme. Naban, Dean of Iteration. Let's take a look at that. If a wizard you control entering... Okay, I see. I see where we're going with this. Will says, tribal, always get an extra card from your discard with Kefka. Full wizards might be the way to go. Dark Confidant. My crazy no one said Turgrid. What's the black card where everyone discards their hand and draws that many cards -1?
Dark Deal? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Just Dark Deal.
Dark Deal.
I think. Yeah.
Each player discards all cards in their hand and draws that many -1. Yeah. Okay. Now it sounds like a Billie Eilish helping you build your deck. That's right. There's also that artifact that doubles the first spell you cast. Twinning Staff. Well, I mean, like, what power level are we going here, chat? If you would copy a spell one or more times, instead copy it that many times plus an additional time, you may choose new targets for the additional copy. Then for 7 and tap, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Ooh, that's quite the card. I had that in Anala, but I took it out. I don't want to lose one of my draw too. Arcanau says that's why I went with Wheel and Deal. I'm too poor to afford a real Wheel of Fortune, but if you can, put it in. Yeah, we'll leave out Wheel of Fortune. We could go with like Wheel and Deal. We could do Reforge the Soul. Each player discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. Any number of target opponents each discards their hand and draws 7 cards, then draw a card. Yeah. Do you need Deadpool? Does he work? Sorry if it's been mentioned before. I don't know. Do we want Deadpool in here, Paige?
Is he gonna be coming back a bunch of times?
I don't know. We'll put him in here and we might be able to cut him. We might cut him later. I mean, it's not a bad card. Do we want Dark Confidant? Dark Confidant can hurt us a lot. That's the issue with Dark Confidant. Volume is low.
Do like Phyrexian Arena instead.
Josh, whose volume is low? Is it just volume is low in general on the stream?
Maybe me.
Or is it Reliquary Tower for fun? Yeah, we probably want Reliquary Tower. Coaches, what's up? We are working on currently Kefka Court Mage. So for anyone just now joining, we appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, we're working on Kefka here. So Kefka reads, when Kefka enters or attacks, each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. Also, for anybody who might be ordering, we'll just go ahead and say this. For anybody who might be ordering Dragon Shields anytime soon, use our code MM5 to save 5% when you check out.
That works on their custom sleeves as well.
It does work on custom sleeves. Whoops. Why can't I get that out from under there? There we go. We'll just put it up there. Liberty of Lang can also help you filter your cards. Void Mage and Step Through. Oops. Did I accidentally shrink the screen? Oh, whoops. No, I didn't. Maybe I did. There we go. We're good. Sorry, chat. KMC, what's up? Good to see you. Currency converter. All right, let's put some of this stuff in. Which Void Mage? Valkadon? I do not see Valkadon Void Mage. Step through. I go back and forth on whether I like this card or not. But Relic of Sauron. What is it, a artifact? Add 2 mana in any combination of blue, black, and or red. And then it has 3, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Ooh. It's interesting. KMC, yes, all is going well. At this point, Azami has to go in. Yes, wizard cycling. Vidalkin.
Get the wizard land. The laboratory, whatever that's called.
There is not a Vidalkin Void Mage. Is it an Aether Mage? Wizard cycling. Is it this thing? What did you say, Paige? Which one?
Oh, the laboratory.
Oh, we already put
The one
Riptide
you
Lab
can-
in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
in. That is in here.
Let me open this so I can actually see what's going on.
Discard this card, search your library for a wizard card, reveal it. Okay, I can see that.
Search for Vivi with that.
Hmm?
Search for Vivi.
Yeah, you could search for Vivi with that. That's true.
Alright, do we put the other Kefka in here?
Oh, big Kefka?
Dancing Man.
I mean, I guess we could. Kefka Dancing Mad is nutty. What, Volrath Stronghold?
We're putting stuff in the graveyard. You might as well.
Volrath
stuff up.
Stronghold is just such an expensive card. But it is good.
It's always proxy.
Yeah, that's true. Can everybody hear Paige well? Brody, good to see you. Want to make sure you can hear Paige well. Paige, will you test your volume one more time so I could just see where it comes through?
Yes, this is me testing.
All right, that seems pretty good.
We have Waste Knot in here.
Waste not. Yeah, waste not could be good.
No, we're forcing discard.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It is good.
pretty
Whenever an
classic
opponent
discard card.
discards a creature card, create a 2/2 black zombie. Whenever an opponent discards a land card, add 2 black. And whenever an opponent discards a non-creature, non-land card, draw a card. You can hear her. She's just pretty quiet. Okay. Let me bump her volume a little bit.
It's probably because the music's over me.
Let's try her at 130 volume and we'll see how that comes through. Well, she is just a Moogle. I do kind of like Relic of Sauron. Paige, what's your take on this card?
Add 2 mana in any combination. Draw 2 and discard a card. You know, if we're trying to put stuff in the graveyard, I think it's good.
Pretty wild, right? I like it.
Like it's 4 cost mana rock, but you do get 2 back right away, so
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
We want things that do damage on opponents' discard cards. That way, if your commander's not out and you still have things that make people discard, you're getting some value.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good. I think this is a pretty good card. I mean, probably so, Paige. I would think so. I think it's a little bit unfocused because I've just kind of been adding anything that people are saying. Yeah, we probably want Brotherhood Regalia. I mean, we probably, I mean, realistically, if we get this on Kefka, we probably want a Deadeye, right? Like Deadeye Navigator, exile it and then return it to the battlefield. That's a pretty big ETB.
Mm-hmm.
So Deadeye Navigator
I
seems
just think
good
we
in
need
here.
something, a direction to go in case she gets, or yeah, Kefka gets removed, because it's not like the cheapest commander.
Right.
So if you want like to focus on discard, or I think you need to pick a generalized theme for the rest of the deck.
Mm-hmm. Madamus says, if it wasn't so incredibly expensive, I'd say put in the good old Chains of Mephistopheles and Anvil of Bogarden. Madamus always bringing in the good vintage takes. You are right, but Chains is so expensive. Let's see.
Like there's things like
Anvil.
Liliana's Caress. When people discard cards, it deals damage or they lose life.
Yeah. I can hear Paige just fine, chat. Can you guys hear her at this point? You should be able to hear her. Yeah, I am kind of feeling that as well. Like, let's refine this and what do you... Okay, so Paige, let's just pick a direction. So do we want to do like a wheels, or do we want to do like a wizards, or like a hybrid of both? Like, I also saw somebody say madness. I think madness is an interesting direction to take it.
Okay. Enters or attacked. Each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card discarded.
Yeah.
Each opponent sacks a permanent transform.
Yeah, and then the transform is massive.
Whenever
It's
an
a flying...
loses life, you draw.
Yeah.
So I think your point is to just draw as many cards as possible.
Just draw a ton.
And I don't know if wheeling is a good way to do that, or I mean, we're in blue, so there's classic blue draw cards.
Right. If we're drawing a ton of cards, my question is this. Like, is this something where we just want to run like do we just build it like CEDH and just like run demonic consultation and then a Thassa's Oracle and then just like a pile of counter spells? Or do we want to avoid that?
Or just like Labman in the Jace, just in case you draw too many. I don't know. I don't know the best direction.
No, Arcanau, for sure. Yeah. We've taken a lot of suggestions and it's given us a lot of inspiration. Now we're just trying to figure out exactly what to do. KMC is saying build around the ETB and attack trigger. I do like that.
You can do the like blue blink effects because there's a few of those.
Yeah, we could do that. If we build
but
around
then again,
that,
I think you're making people discard. So then I think you should have other payoffs, like making people lose life when they discard a card.
Right. So like
or you
Megrum.
get those cards. Yeah. And then that other Liliana's one I was talking about.
Oh, Liliana's Caress?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Megrum, whenever an opponent discards a card, Megrum deals 2 damage to that player. Liliana's Caress, whenever an opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life.
Mm-hmm. That can add up even if you do it a few times.
Oh, for sure.
But
hello, my fans. Mom is here. What's up, Mom? Good to see ya.
I mean, as much as I hate Turgrid, it would be good as well. Same kind of thing.
Well, Turgrid is
to discard other non-creature card or non-permanents.
Turgrid is in here.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever an opponent sacks a non-token permanent or discards a permanent, you may put that card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. My question is this direction too punishing to where people are going to hate playing against it?
No, probably.
Probably,
that's
right?
Any discard deck. You're making them discard. You can put the rats that like reduce their hand size too. Like, and no one likes playing against that. It's the same as any like Tiny Bones deck or I don't know. Unless you also find a way to give them more cards back. And do damage with like Shieldred that way. Or whatever it is. Make them draw.
Mm-hmm.
Give them more stuff to then discard to you.
Where's the Geth's Grimoire? Why am I not seeing it? Oh, there it is. Whenever an opponent discards a card from his or her hand, you may draw a card. See, if we are drawing a ton of cards... Mom says face green smiling. Thanks, Mom. Turn 1 hippie. Hello, Jake's mom.
Like, you could put Howling Mine in. Give people more cards so they feel less bad about having to discard cards.
I wonder if we could build it like Kefka Mill. Just mill everybody. How bad does mill feel compared to discard, do you think?
Malicious, he is still making you discard.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like you could mill. Mill's fine as long as you still have resources, I think. People still hate mill, but like if you were never gonna get that card anyway, that still feels better than having to discard what's in your hand, but the commander's still making you discard. So I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or you just build this as a one-time deck with your play group and then only get to play it once.
Yeah, just a one-time deck.
Wherever you go, you get one chance.
Yeah, hey, do you guys want to play against my Kefka? Sure. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the wheel effects. What is everything? Hold on. All right, this is my question, because now I'm kind of thinking that, yeah, it might be a good idea to just go in. So Oracle, discard. Oracle, lose.
But maybe madness is also the way to go.
Arbiter of Woe. Whenever this creature enters, each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. You draw a card and gain 2 life. Arcana of Cruelty. Enters the battlefield or attacks. Target opponent sacks a creature or planeswalker, discards a card, and loses 3 life. You draw a card and gain 3 life. Like, that seems good, right?
Oh, Archon's, yeah. That's just a gross card.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe instead of going into this, like, arterial flow, each opponent discards 2 cards. If you control a vampire, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Artemis, all-seeing. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Whenever Artemis, all-seeing, deals damage to an opponent, you may reveal your hand. If cards with at least 6 different converted mana cost, no, let's not worry about that. Bad deal, you draw 2 cards, and each opponent discards 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. Bandit's Talent enters, each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land card. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards in hand, they lose 2 life. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card for each opponent who has 1 or fewer cards in hand. That's interesting. Bandit's Talent. Yeah, Anger and Wonder probably would be good in here. Bergie. Blim. Deals combat damage to a player. That player gains control of target permanent you control. So no Blim. Cruel Ultimatum. Target opponent sacks a creature, discards 3 cards, then loses 3 life. You return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand, draw 3 cards, and gain 5 life. I think we could run that miserable. In here. Right?
I mean, it goes with the theme. It just sounds miserable.
And Court of Ambition seems good. I mean, Court of Ambition being Court Mage, I feel like that checks out. Ooh, Death Cloud also feels like a Kefka card. Each player loses X life, discards X cards, sacks X creatures, and sacks X lands. No, Death Cloud is freaking so annoying. MTG Gaming Bob, nice to see ya.
Maybe we build this the mean way and then the fun way.
Well, what is the fun way? Madness?
Well, I think madness is probably, yeah, not as mean to play against, at least. Probably still pretty strong, but...
Well, let's look at everything with madness. Here, let's do the fun way. Let's duplicate this. And we'll build it the fun way, and then we'll build it the mean way. Let me look at all the madness stuff, and let's see if there's enough madness to really, like, give it a good fighting chance. 65 cards with madness.
Like, you'd need some creatures, probably. How many creatures we got?
Liliana of the Veil. Yeah, Painful Quandary probably would go in. Painful Quandary probably goes in. All right, so Madness Creatures. I mean, Madness is cute. There's just not a lot of it.
Mm.
And I don't want to run subpar creatures just because Madness is a thing. Yeah, I'm not feeling the Madness. I'm just not seeing a lot of it.
I mean, that Goyf is probably pretty good just for the deck. Necrogoyf.
Yeah, probably. Put in a Bolus Walker or two, maybe Jace. Jace the Mind Sculptor? Can't believe I'm looking at Jace the Mind Sculptor and it's a $16 card. Oh, I remember when that was so much more.
Changed.
The times have definitely changed. We've chosen a mean commander. I don't think we have any choice but to build mean. Yeah, probably. Yeah, they do need to push Madness a little bit further. Will bringing that Emrakul in on your discard trigger, though. I know, right? Turgrid? Yeah. Tormentive Hailfire? Probably. Tormentive Hailfire. Remember when that first came out and that was like a $3 or $4 card? How the mighty have fallen. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, let's talk about this deck. I want to go back. Discard and lose. Oracle discard. Oracle lose. When Dusk Mangler enters the battlefield, each opponent sacks a creature, discards a card, and loses 4 life. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sack a creature, discard a card, or pay 4 life. That thing seems great. Dusk Mangler. What a card. What a 5-cent card. Faith of the Devoted. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, you may pay 1. If you do, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. That seems very good, right? Whenever you cycle or discard a card, we can pay 1. Each opponent loses 2. Yeah. Do we want Kroxa in here? Like just... When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless it escaped. Geth's Grimoire is in here.
Didn't discard. I mean, that cycle's all pretty good.
Right. Fell Spectre enters the battlefield. Target opponent discards a card. Here, I want to see all the stuff with each. 55 cards. Okay. Fraying Omnipotence. Each player loses half their life, then discards half the cards in their hand.
Oh my god.
Then sacrifices half the creatures they control. Round up each time. Yes.
Put it in. Oh.
We've decided to go with Kefka discard. The beginning of each player's upkeep, that player loses 1 life and discards a card. Skip your upkeep step if you have no cards in hand. And it has madness. Gibbering Descent. Gross.
This is so gross.
Like, I feel bad putting that card in. Yeah, Liliana's Caress is also in here. I don't know. Do we put this thing in, Gibbering Descent? I mean, we can always cut it.
Okay. How are we going to win this, though? We get rid of all our resources, and then we need to get some creatures out? Is that the plan?
I think so. Junji?
Like, did you put reanimate in?
I did.
Okay. There's also Will of the Obzon. You can either any number of target opponents each sack a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control and lose 3 life, or return to a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, or both if you control your commander.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. Whoops. Let's play a game. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, choose 1 or more instead. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-1. Each opponent discards 2 cards. Each opponent loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life.
Oh, the Saw card.
Probably good, right? It also seems like it fits in the clown deck.
Pain and suffering? Yeah.
Yeah. That's Arena. When this creature enters, each opponent discards a card, loses 2 life, and exiles the top 3 cards of their library, and it also has Swamp Cycling. Probably a skip on that, even though I'd like to use it. Whenever you discard a card, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn.
Oh, that's a good card.
Yes. Monument to Endurance. Oh, yeah.
You know, when Green Goblin comes out, that would also be good in here.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Target opponent discards a card. Bolus. Each opponent loses 3 life in that unless that player sacks a non-land permanent or discards a card. Destroy target creature to draw a card. Deceiver deals 7 damage to each opponent. You draw 7 cards.
Is Esper's to Magicite good in here?
Probably.
Exile people's graveyards.
Yes. Yes, that is probably a good card.
I mean, Afterlife of the Loam. Is that in here too?
What is it?
Be pretty good. Afterlife of the Loam. Oh, from the Loam, sorry. Afterlife from the Loam.
I didn't even know this was a card.
It's from Tarkir Precon.
Delve. For each player, choose up to 1 target creature card in that player's graveyard. Put those cards onto the battlefield under your control. And it has Delve. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Aclazotz. What amount of X amount of cards in opponent's graveyard? See double. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we do want Bajuka Bog. I don't know about T-Crypt, but definitely Bog. I think because we're running Espers. Bob says, what amount of X amount of cards in opponent's graveyard, i.e. C double?
C double is an instant. It can't be copied. Choose one. If an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, you may choose both. Copy target spell. You may choose new targets, or create a token that's a copy of target creature. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Ooh, Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time.
Yeah, delve cards are good.
We need to put lands in here.
What's the bestow creature that gets plus? Oh, Night Howler. I don't know how good that would be not in mill, but could get pretty big.
Oh god, yeah. That could be very big. That could be very big. Do we run stuff like Rankle's Prank? Probably.
Which
We probably run Rankle as well. I don't know how fun this will be to play against. Truly.
probably
But
pretty painful.
It does seem kind of strong. Deals combat damage to a player. Each opponent discards a card. Each player discarded a card with the highest converted mana cost among cards discarded this way loses life equal to that converted mana cost. Yeah.
How do I remove this one?
It's a 6 cost.
Yeah.
But we can refine the deck. We'll refine the deck here. Glen Alendra. Yeah. That card is always annoying. Glen Alendra is one of those cards where, like, when you see it, you're like, okay, we have to deal with that. I think the way that we win with this deck is just by burning life totals down. That's, like, honestly what I'm seeing here. So I kind of want to run, like, a...
I don't know how to mod in Twitch. What's happening here?
What bracket is it going to be? Oh, God. We'll just figure it out and let the machine tell us what bracket it is at the end. We could skip tutors. We're just running a whole bunch of redundancy at this point. I mean, we don't really need a win condition page because we have Giggling Skitter Spike. Which honestly fits the deck.
You want to tell
just fine.
everyone how that won last night?
Chat. People can't deal with this card. If you're in a Sans White
so
pod,
bad.
it just wins. If there is nobody there to exile this card just wins. It is a absolute monster of a Magic card. It is generically good. It just fits into most decks, and it is insane. Yeah, Ristic Study. Puppeteer Click. Yeah, Puppeteer Click is pretty good. Enters the battlefield, put target creature card from an opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, gains haste at the beginning of your next end step, exile it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. Suplex about to take it out every game for the next year. Is it? Three damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. Oh, an exile target artifact.
Look at that.
Exile
pretty
target
good.
artifact.
That's pretty good for red.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I like it. What's that pre-ordering for?
3 damage to target creature. If that creature would die, exile it instead. So it's sorcery speed, lightning strike. And then it has exile target artifact on it. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. That is pretty annoying. Oh, gross, Paige. That bums me out.
Sorry.
I want to see how many of these exist.
Oh yeah, haywire might. Oh, Agate Assault does it. So there
Oh,
already
and
is
cast
some.
into fire. Exile target artifact.
Oh, you're fine then.
We'll see how many people run it. We'll see how many people run it.
Yeah, I'd say probably more for the Final Fantasy fans, but
Probably. Psychosis crawler. Okay, let's... I think we're going hard discard here. I think that's probably where we're going. Vandal Blast, Force of Will, Mana Drain. I could see us putting in Vandal Blast. Cryptic Command. Sure, we could run that. Chat, give me just a moment. Paige, I'll be right back. Need to take a quick bio.
well, I'm sad my camera's not working, but I hope you all are doing well. Is anyone building other commanders from the set? I think everyone is building Vivi. But I think I'm gonna build Tifa. I don't have a mono green deck, and that sounds pretty fun. Ooh, pieces from Miss Bumbleflower. I'm getting a lot of pieces from my Arabella deck, so that I'm excited about. That deck is getting pretty mean with the sets lately. Lightning, let me look that up. Oh, the Boros one. First strike, trample, lifelink. Whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player until your next turn, if a source would deal damage to that player or permanent that player controls, it deals double that damage. That sounds like it could be pretty fun. Yeah, I saw the bonus sheet as Ristic City. How do you feel about the art? I do personally like the art on that bonus sheet. It kind of feels like the entire card, which is nice. I can move it closer. My mic also is not as good as Jake, so we are doing our best. Is that better though? Okay, that's good. I have to look up. I'm not sure if the bonus sheet is like equivalent to special guest. I feel like they appear more regularly. Let's see. Collecting Final Fantasy. Oh. Okay, maybe I'm confusing the Through the Ages cards in the bonus sheet. Let me see. Unless that is the bonus sheet. There's so many things happening in the set. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what do we got here? We have Through the Ages cards. We have Borderless. Oh, I just lost it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Final Fantasy Through the Ages showcase cards. These are the bonus sheet for the set featuring existing artwork from Final Fantasy series. And then you'll find one non-foil Final Fantasy Through the Ages card in every 3 play boosters, and each collector booster contains one of the Through the Ages cards, either non-foil or traditional foil. So they're probably more common, which is great. But we have those. We have borderless Final Fantasy artist cards. We have borderless woodblock cards. And the borderless character cards as well. And I think the treatments differ between the play and collector boosters. But there's a ton going on. Can I add a copy? Yes, I can. Let me see if I can get my tab. It might not show up for him. He'll have to refresh. Exile target artifact or creature, then return to the battlefield under its... Oh yes, I like this. Did we put the other blank cards as well? Since beginner? No.
Need to add land too.
Oh, yes.
It's all over the place, this deck right now.
Can you refresh? I added a card.
I did refresh, yes.
Okay.
I did refresh just now.
I was going over all the different treatments in Final Fantasy. And there's actually a lot more than I thought.
Oh, nice. Are there Final Fantasy treatments for anything that we've added? No Final
That
Fantasy
I'm not sure.
treatment
People
for
were just
Reliquary
asking
Tower? Come on.
about the bonus sheet and how often those cards are going to show up. And it seems to be 1 in 3 play boosters and then 1 in every collector booster.
What bonus sheet?
The one with like the Amano arts or like the Ristic
Oh,
Study.
got
It's
it.
the Through the Ages cards. The one with the art from the set, I think. I could go back and see. But there's a lot of treatments. And a lot of them seem to be in play boosters as well, which is good. When collector boosters are very limited.
Scott, what's up? Good to see you. Says, hey dude, how's it going? Hey Paige, hey chat. Nice to see you, Scott.
Hello.
Thank you for hanging out. We got 40 people watching today. If we could get those likes up, if you are enjoying the stream, go ahead and like it for us. All right, let's make some. Oh, Mystic's Mastery does.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Good check Scryfall and see.
I'm gonna add some lands to this deck. I think because we have so many mana rocks, we could probably get away with like 34 lands.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna add.
Code FCA.
I'm just gonna add some swamps, islands, and mountains for now.
You're gonna need the SRAM.
Yeah, it's hard for me to decide if I want to run the Furion version of SRAM or if I want to just keep the retro foil.
I mean, that one is pretty nice.
Yeah.
What else do we got here?
But you know what? It could just be like Seth and just have a bunch of different copies of my commander, different versions to
Maybe
run.
just pull it out depending on the vibe, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Switch it up.
All right, so we'll add 11 swamps. And then we're going to go ahead and add 12 mountains.
I don't know though. You said that deck wasn't good and kind of wrecked last night.
Yeah, you figured it out there with the Stone Hearer. Stone Hearer went pretty crazy. See, I used to be afraid to run creatures in decks, in commander decks, just because I was like, oh well, they all just died a board wipe. But in today's like Magic kind of ecosphere, people don't just run a ton of board wipes. People aren't trying to sit there and just, you know, wipe the board over and over again. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go through here and refine the. I'm gonna refine the mana base here for sure. I'm just adding these in here so that we can make cuts up top.
Oh, I forgot Ancient Copper Dragon was on that sheet as well. There's some good cards.
Add 8 islands.
Oh, Labman has an art.
I don't know if we're going for that strategy anymore though, Paige.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just saying some things I'm seeing. I haven't looked in a little bit. All the spoilers coming out.
Oh, okay. All right, so 34 lands. Let's just add in the usuals. Blood Crypt, Watery Grave. What is the what's the Capenna land? The Grixis Capenna land, chat.
Oh, Oh, jeez. Xander's Lounge.
Yes, thank you. We have Watery Grave, Blood Crypt, and what's the one I'm missing? Steam Vents. Let's get the Verges in here.
Yeah, I love the Verges. They're good. Kefka must have cursed me and turned me into a Moogle. Yeah, unfortunately my camera's not working today. I don't know. It was set up beforehand and then it decided to not work right when we started, so.
We will figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Wish my voice is here.
Oh, God.
What'd you got? Yeah, add the artifact lands.
Oh, that's a good note.
Mm-hmm. MC said, yeah, it's good for triggered the ability. So it is two card types.
What are they? Vault of Whispers, Seat of the Synod.
You could do the indestructible one too.
Oh, you're right.
Darksteel Citadel?
Not Darksteel Citadel. Drossforge
What is
Bridge.
it? What's the colorless one? The indestructible one.
No, that is Darksteel Citadel, but I don't know if we want to run a colorless land in here.
Okay.
Because it's 3 color. But we could definitely run Drossforge Bridge, and there's another one as well. Artifact, land, indestructible.
Oh, LP, the new town. What is that called?
Silver Bluff Bridge. We want that one, and Mist Vault Bridge.
Starting town.
Mist Vault Bridge. Ancient Den. What's the red one? Oh, Great Furnace.
You could also do Valgavoth later. That's an enchantment land. And Urza's Saga.
Do we put in the duels or probably not?
That's up to you.
I do see MTG Gaming Bob saying bring in the duels, but I feel like the duels are just they price everybody out. We'll just leave the duels off, even though they're very good.
Do you see the price that we're at already?
Yeah. Well, we have to cut some stuff.
We do have to cut stuff.
We have to cut things, chat. All right, let's cut an island. Cut a couple swamps. And mountains. Takes our land count down to 37. We'll remove another island. And we'll remove another swamp. All right, land base is getting there. Valgavoth's Lair enters tapped. As it enters, choose a color, add 1 mana of the chosen color, and it has hexproof.
Because it's an enchantment.
Oh, enchantment land. Got it. I see what you're doing. Lord Jake, I feel like you have 10 of each dual land. I don't.
He's got what, 4 altogether?
I mean, yeah, you could proxy. You could just proxy those. Sure, why not?
The price.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh god.
How to increase your deck's price by $1,500 in 3 cards.
Three cards.
All right, we'll remove an island.
Man.
We'll remove a mountain. And we will remove a swamp. All right, we'll just keep the lands at that for a moment. Oh, proxies? No, proxies are very chill these days. I have no issues if someone proxies. Okay. So let's cut this deck down to around 100 cards. I feel like we've put a lot of time into it. I think the direction that we want to go is we want to make it to where we are doing this discard theme and punishing people for discard. If we were doing all our duels, we would definitely want all of our fetches. If not, oh yeah, we need all of our fetches. Yeah, we need all our fetches. Let's put the fetches in. Is there anything that we can cut for fetches? I don't think we need Reliquary Tower. There's such a discard theme in here that I don't think we're ever going to be at like maximum hand size. So let's remove that.
We got a super chat.
We got a super chat, did we? Fear no card cost, young man. Thank you, Bob, for the $4.20. I do appreciate that. You are our chat champion. Let's add it here really quick.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for the right text.
And the impact? That's the one you were using?
I was using impact, but I didn't know if we had our...
Oh, I don't think ours is loaded into...
Is it possible to load it in here?
I don't know. That's a good question.
It's definitely something we should figure out right now. Just kidding.
Right this second.
Right this second in the middle of the deck tech. Oh, there we go. There they are. I found them.
Oh, there it is.
Sick.
Nice. Okay. We did figure it out.
We did figure it out right here in the moment. Sick. Thank you, MTG Gaming Bob. Is our chat champion. No, you are the chat champion, and we did need to do it. All right. Okay, let's continue. Let's cut some cards. So what we want to do with this deck is we want to punish people for discarding. We also need some creatures that are going to work with that ability. Because we can't just have a board devoid of creatures. So let's look through our creatures and see what we can cut just based on what we're looking at. Do we think we need Jace, first of all? Probably
let me
not,
pull
right?
this up so I can read properly.
What's that?
Oh, I'm just pulling deck so I can read properly. All right.
I don't think Jace... I probably don't think Jace is necessary.
I couldn't put him.
I think he could probably go away.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah,
It's good, but I think there's other cards we could put in that slot.
All right, we'll put Nekasar in and we'll review it. Yeah, so let's remove Jace. Acolytes, Deepest Betrayal. When it attacks, each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, you draw a card. Whenever an opponent discards a land card, create a 1/1 black bat. Whenever it dies, return it to the battlefield tapped and transformed under its owner's control. And then it transforms into this land. Activate only if a player has one or fewer cards in hand. This is probably kind of low impact. I think this can probably go. Let's move this to considering.
It depends how much like you're making them discard.
Yeah. I think the same is true with anger. I don't think we really need to be worried about haste. This doesn't seem like a haste matters kind of deck, so let's move anger to considering. Archon of Cruelty we like. Azami. Tap an untapped wizard you control to draw a card. I think the wizard sub-theme is kind of like, we can tap Kefka with Azami to just draw. But I do kind of see what you're saying. No, Deadpool will probably go. I think Azami we move to considering as well. Paige, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I'd take anger over that. The only reason I think anger might be because your commander costs a lot, and if you want to get both the enters and attack trigger before it gets removed.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because you could discard.
Yeah, let's bring anger back in for now. See what you're saying.
And then it would get haste for that turn, but I mean, there probably is still better things, but that's how I would use that.
Yeah, we'll keep it in for now. Cult of Skaro. Blue, a black, and a red, and 1. Whenever it attacks, choose one at random. Put a 1/1 counter on each artifact you control. Draw 2 cards. Create a 3/3 black Dalek. Yeah, this can go. This can just be removed.
Doesn't really synergize.
No. Deadeye Navigator will keep, just because blinking Kefka seems very good. Deadpool, it's fine, but we'll move it to considering. Dualcaster Mage enters the battlefield, copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. This is just like one of those cards. It's a CEDH card. It's a very good card.
How many instants and sorceries? Okay, well, we definitely have more sorceries. Or you can cut or copy other people's though.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
We'll keep it for now.
It is good.
Okay, so this works with our discard. This is also easy to do. Pay 4 life, discard a card. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacks a creature, discards a card, and loses 4 life. I feel like this fits perfectly with our theme. So even though it's big mana, I feel like it's probably worth running. Fandaniel, Telefroy, Asian. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, surveil 1. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent may sacrifice a non-token creature of their choice. Each opponent who doesn't loses 2 life for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. This seems very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like we need a Nicol Bolas in here. Okay, well, we'll look at Nicol Bolas after we make this initial wave of cuts. Giggling Skitter Spike, it stays. Glenelendra. This is just one of those cards that's like such a pesky, annoying son of a gun.
So annoying.
I hate it.
Comes back.
It stays. It stays because it's so fucking annoying. Harmonic Prodigy. 1 in a red for a 1/3. If an ability of a shaman or another wizard you control triggers, it triggers an additional time. I feel like because of Kefka in the ability, being a triggered ability on both the enters and attacks, this is worth keeping.
Sounds pretty good.
Junji, the Midnight Sky. When Junji dies, choose 1. Each opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 life. Or put target non-dragon creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. You lose 2 life.
That's good.
Yeah, this stays. Not only is it a good win condition, just being a nice big chunky flyer in the air, it's also really, really good. And works with our synergy. Kefka, Dancing Mad. During your turn, Kefka has Indestructible. 5 a black and a red. At the beginning of your end step, exile a card at random from each opponent's graveyard. You may cast any number of spells from... Yes, we run this card.
Yeah, it's so good.
And then each player who owns a spell you cast this way loses life equal to its mana value. Are you kidding me?
It's so good.
I want to build this as a commander. Just by
I know,
itself.
I was thinking about that this morning.
This card is fantastic, dude. Final Fantasy has some really good cards coming out. All right, let's keep it going. Kroxa. This works with our synergy. Enters the battlefield or attacks. Each opponent discards a card. Then each opponent who didn't discard a non-land card this way loses 3 life. So it's this discard or lose life kind of thing. It's very like group slug. Kuja. At the beginning of your end step, create a 0/1 black wizard creature token. With when you cast a non-creature spell, this token deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then if you control 4 or more wizards, transform. So I don't think we're ever going to be transforming this. So the question is, at the beginning of your end step, create a 0/1 black wizard. I feel like just because this is like really good end step, I mean, that's a triggered ability. That works with Harmonic Prodigy, right?
It gives you blockers. I mean, you have quite a few.
This seems good.
And sorceries.
Seems good. Labman. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game. I don't think this is ever going to really happen for us with this deck. That's not really how we built it. So we will remove. Naban. If a wizard you control entering causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So this is good for the entering.
Works with dual caster.
Yep.
Oh. Fairy, oh no, oh yeah, Fairy Wizard, the Puppeteer.
Yeah. I think he's kind of good. Let's move him to considering. I'm kind of medium on him. Just because it's not a triggered, it's enters specifically. Necrogoyf. Power is equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player discards a card. It's probably pretty good. I think it works with what we're trying to do. Nekasar. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws an additional card. Whenever an opponent draws a card, it deals 1 damage to that player. Maybe?
I think if we were wheeling more, it'd be better.
Yeah. I think if we need cuts, this guy's probably a cut. It kind of works against what we're trying to do because it's keeping people's hand full too. So I think we're gonna move this out of the deck. Thank you, Arcanau, for the idea though. Night Howler. Enchanted creature gets +X where X is a number of creature cards in all graveyards.
The only thing is, if everyone has discarded like all their cards, we're not getting value off anything anymore.
Then it's just like a big beater.
Because like if you don't have anything to discard to Kefka, you're not drawing.
Right.
Or, like any of your other things. So giving them a card that way might be good.
Oh, you mean with Nekusar?
Yeah, just because like a lot of our things are on, they have to discard to do stuff. Or at least our commander. I'd have to go through and see it.
Oh, so you mean maybe it is worth it to have like Nekusar and Howling Mine or something?
Yeah, just because if no one has anything left, yeah, like this card, each player who discarded a card with the highest mana value loses life equal to. But if they have no cards to discard, then you're not getting value off your other things.
All right, we'll put Howling Mine in, and we'll bring Nekusar back in. I'm fine. That's a good argument for.
But I don't know if it's strong enough to do that. There might be better ways, but that's just my thinking. Also, them just not having cards also is bad.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
them, but I don't know what's better.
All right, so Night Howler, do we keep this? Are you feeling it?
I mean, it's good, but maybe your mana is better spent on something else.
Yeah, Rise of the Dark Realms is in here, KMC. Yep. We got 40 people watching. Thank you all for hanging out today. If you are enjoying the stream, click like and subscribe. We do appreciate you watching. We are doing a little deck tech over here on Kefka, Court Mage. So give me just a second.
Yes, Waste Not should be in there. I think we put it in. Ready?
Yeah, Waste Not is in here, chat. Sorry, I just wanted to bring chat down so that you could see the cards more clearly. No, Ornithopter is about to go, for sure. Bob, you're saying you don't like putting cards in people's hands. Kefka. Enters or attacks, each player discards a card, then you draw a card for each card among cards discarded this way. So we keep our hand full. So here's the thing, Paige, is if we can't do that first ability with Kefka, we transform it. Each opponent sacks a permanent of their choice, transform Kefka. And then we're able to draw cards simply by making them lose life. So like we transform them and then we crack in for 5 and draw that many cards. So I feel like it's okay to probably remove like Nekusar. Let's move it to considering. Do we still like Night Howler? Old World Micmac, what's up? Nice to see you.
You can probably remove that.
I mean, it could end up being really good. Let's just put it in considering. Psychosis Crawler. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. Whenever you draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. I feel like this works with us.
I definitely won a game with this before.
Yeah, I feel like that's working for us. Puppeteer Click works for us. Rankle. I think we keep Rankle. Flying Hasty 3/3. Each player loses 1 life and draws a card. Each player discards a card. Each player sacks a creature. There's just a lot of abilities going on here. Roaming Throne. When it enters the battlefield, we choose Wizard. If a triggered ability of another creature you control of the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional time. So if we have Roaming Throne out and we play Kefka, we're going to get 2 triggers. And then if it attacks, we're going to get 2 more triggers. That seems good. Scythe Spectre. Deals combat damage to a player. Each opponent discards a card. Each player who discarded a card with the highest mana value among cards discarded this way loses life equal to that mana value. That seems good. It's a nice janky card that doesn't see a lot of play. Let's switch this printing to something that we can read. What a concept. The one that you can't read, no one wants. And that's the cheapest one. I wonder how that worked out. Let's just make it this one. Death Touch. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. This is just really good. Moon Mist. Transform Kefka at instant speed for 2. Moon Mist is green, though. Isn't it? Why is... Oh, yeah, because it's green. It's not coming up.
Yeah, it won't show up.
I love Rankle Cunning, Lethomancer. Let's look at this card. Let's look at it. The beginning of your upkeep, each player discards a card. Yeah, that's a fine little 3-drop. Oh god, Orcish Bowmaster? Jeez. I mean, we could. We could. Did someone say Naban earlier? I opened so much Nabans and Foundations Jumpstart. Yeah, Naban was in here and we moved it. We moved it. Shieldred from March of the Machine. Which one is that? This.
Whisper? No.
It's this one.
Oh, that one, yeah.
When it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature or planeswalker, exiles Shieldred, then return it to the battlefield transformed. And then it has, for each opponent, destroy up to 1 target creature. Then each opponent discards 3 cards, then mills 3 cards. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It is worth it. Good suggestion.
Curve at. I feel like it's pretty high right now.
Where do we go to see that? Down here? Lots of 4-drops. Lots of 2-drops. Good bit of 3-drops. Lots of 4-drops. 9 5s. 3 6s. 3 7s. An 8. But we did do this. So it's like we have a lot of...
That is true.
A lot of these guys going on. Specifically because of that. All right, let's keep going. We're cutting this deck down. We slowly but surely. We're making ads as we go. Bandit's Talent. Bandit's Talent might be an option for an enchantment if we're really trying to make everyone but us hellbent. Was that the black enchant? I think we looked at this one. Yeah, we'll come back. We'll review it again. Let's keep getting through creatures here. Shieldred, Turgrid. I think Turgrid stays, but Turgrid is going to be the card that when people see it, they go, "Oh, so you're that player." They're going to be like,
they're already going to say that when you make them discard the first time.
Yeah, they're going to be like, "Okay, time to die."
Yeah.
Kefka discard. That's what we did today, chat. We made a Kefka discard deck. Tiny Bones, Bauble Burglar. Whenever an opponent discards a card, exile it from their graveyard with a stash counter upon it. I think I like this card.
This card is so... This wrecked me in pre-release.
Yeah. Tiny Bones, a pickpocket, deals combat damage to your player. You may cast a target non-land permanent card from that player's graveyard, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. Do we like this guy? You can just cast stuff from their yard with him. He's good, right? Yeah. Vidalcan, Aether Mage. Flash, When this comes into play, return target sliver to its owner's hand. I think we can cut this. Even though it wizard cycles, I think this is a cut for us at this point. Because it's like we don't even depend on VV to win. So it's like tutoring up VV, I don't really care. So let's remove Vidalkin. Venser.
Need VV.
Enters return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. It's okay. Are you running Baleful Strix? I mean, we could. It's not a bad card. Veyron? Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, Veyron gets +1/+1 if you casting or copy an instant or sorcery spell causes a triggered ability of... No.
Yeah, I don't think that
No.
will work as good.
I don't think that's what we want, but I do appreciate all the suggestions. What do we think of Venser, babe? Are you in on Venser? I feel like it's fine.
I mean, if you're playing that, I'd just run Hullbreaker instead. Or whatever. Hullbreaker.
Yeah, let's remove Venser. Venser's good, but we've drifted away from this wizard theme, and we're going with more of a discard, like a Kefka discard.
Yeah, so I don't think.
Vivi.
I don't even know if you need it in this.
Whenever you cast a
How
non-creature
many of
spell...
these are you casting a turn? They're all
I don't think so either.
heavy.
I don't think we need Vivi. Let's just move it to considering. I also don't think we need Wonder.
No, I think Anger's better than Wonder in here.
Yeah. Let's go through sorceries. I mean, I'll move Baleful Strix to considering. One second. All right. Creatures are done. Sorceries. Let's prune our sorceries. We still have 20 cuts to make, so let's keep it going. Go Jumbo Men. What's up? Nice to see you. Thanks for hanging out. We have decided to go with a pretty brutal kind of discard theme. We're going like discard and life loss. Afterlife from the Loam, we have Delve, 5 and 3 black. For each player, choose up to one target creature card in that player's graveyard. Put those cards onto the battlefield under your control. There's zombies in addition to their other types. I think this is just generically good.
I think that's really good here.
Yeah. Circle of Power. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Create a 0/1 black wizard creature token with whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this token deals 1 damage to each opponent. Wizards you control get +1/+0. I think this is probably a cut. It makes this cool wizard thing. It is a way to draw. I don't know. The little wizard guy is kind of cool. It is not human wizard tribal, no. I'm going to move this to considering. Cruel Ultimatum. This is a big, hefty cost spell. Target opponent sacks a creature, discards 3 cards, and loses 5 life. You return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand, draw 3 cards, and gain 5 life. Cruel Ultimatum is one of these cards that makes me feel like... it makes me feel like the player that we're using it on is feeling singled out.
I was just going to say, if it was everyone...
Yeah, let's move it to considering. Dark deal. Each player discards all the cards in their hand, then draws that many cards -1. This was if we were going the wheel route.
I still wonder if it's good just to get stuff in.
I think it
Graveyard.
is. I think it probably is. It's probably worth it to run a couple wheel effects just to like... Yeah, it's probably worth it, I would think. Jin Kataxis Core Augur. Probably. There's probably a... There's probably a case for Jin Kataxius Core Augur. Let's switch printing. We'll make it something that we can read. Oh my gosh.
I'll be right back.
We'll move it to considering, but we might bring it in if we need another card. Fraying Omnipotence. 3 and 2 black. Each player loses half their life, then discards half the cards in their hand, then sacrifices half the creatures they control, round up each time. This is a symmetrical effect. It's a symmetrical effect. It hits us as well. I think we keep it. Let's play a game. I mean, maybe because it hits us, we don't run it. Let's keep it for now. Let's play a game. Each opponent discards 2 cards. Each opponent loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. I think this is pretty good. Choose one. If there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, choose 1 or more instead. So this one seems good. We have artifacts, enchantments, instants, sorceries, creatures, lands. It's going to be pretty easy for us to get Delirium in this deck. You can make an argument for Gear Hulks. I mean, yeah, I think so. I think we probably could make an argument for Gear Hulks. What do you think? Like Noxious? Noxious Gear Hulk is really good. I think there's definitely definitely an argument for Noxious. We'll put that one in for now. Mizzix Mastery. Exile target card that's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy it, and you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Yeah, we run that. Past in Flames, each instant and sorcery. This is almost like if we're storming off. Grimoire is in here. Yogg's Will. Until end of turn, you may play cards in your graveyard as though they were in your hand. The thing is I just don't know if we have big mana for that. I mean, I would run Yogg's Will over Past in Flames, I think. I mean, we'll keep them both in here. They're both really good. Rankle's Prank is good. Reanimate is good. Reforge the Soul. Rise of the Dark Realm seems very good. Step Through. We don't need this anymore because we're not doing the wizard theme. So let's just remove that. Suplex. We don't need that. Siphon Mine. Each other player discards a card. You draw a card for each card discarded this way. I mean, that's pretty good. Torment. Treasure Cruise. Treasure Cruise is not bad. Vandal Blast is fine. Will of the Abzan. Any number of target opponents each sacrifice a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls and loses 3 life. Turn target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That seems fine. Self-bounce to retrigger ETB. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of doing that with the Deadeye Navigator. Nicol Bolas, the Ravager, would slot into this nicely. Sorry for the late recommendation. This is a fun build. No, that's fine. I appreciate all the recommendations. Yeah, Nicol Bolas the Ravager. That's the one that starts as a creature and then flips into a walker. Enters each opponent discard. Yeah, that is very good in here. 10 damage to target creature or walker. Put target creature or planeswalker. It's also got draw 2 on the back. Yeah, that guy can stay. I just don't know if we're going to get there. I don't know if we're going to be able to cut it down. No, we can do it. We can do it, chat. We can do this shit. I'm done adding creatures. Unless you think of something really good. Alright, Afterlife from the Loam. Dark Deal. Fraying Omnipotence. Let's play a game. Mizzix Mastery. Each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback. Oh. I kind of want to cut that. Wrinkles Prank is fine. Reanimate. Reforge. Rise from the Dark Realm. Siphon Mine. Torment. Treasure Cruise. Vandal Blast. Will of the Abzan. Yogg's Will. Cryptic Command. Counter target spell. Return target permanent to its owner hand. Tap all creatures your opponents control. Cryptic is fine, but the 3 blue kind of turns me off. We're just going to remove this. Dig Through Time. I like Dig Through Time. Espers to Magicite. Exile each opponent's graveyard. When you do, choose up to 1 target creature card exiled this way. Create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's an artifact and it loses all other card types. Fork. I would rather Fork just be like a deflecting SWAT. Like, Fork is good, but I would rather it just be a deflecting SWAT. Like, all of these are good cards. Are you trying to draw your opponent's cards or no? Just keep them without a hand. It's more of like a group slug kind of thing. It's very much like a group slug thing. You back?
I had to get a snap.
Nice. So we're getting a lot of late editions page. So do we want like tutors and Dark Writ? Do we want
well, Dark Writ can help get your commander out. So I feel like that's probably one to keep.
Okay. We could run like a tutor.
Yeah.
Snapcaster. The thing is
okay.
we need to cut down. I think we should probably like remove Fork, Reverberate, and Twin Cast.
I don't think you need Mizzix Mastery.
You don't?
I don't think so.
Alright, let's just move it to considering. Fork, Reverberate, Twin Cast. Planar Incision. Exile target artifact or creature, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a 1/1 counter on it. I mean, if we care about it, we should just do this. We should probably just run Conjurer's Closet, right?
Yeah. I just don't like...
At the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature and then return it to the battlefield. I mean, I feel like that's good with Kefka, right?
Yes, but is it good with other things? Archon's good.
I mean, Snapper, Puppeteer. It's going to get rid of Puppeteer's Persist, isn't it? Oh, no, but Puppeteer, it's good with Gear Hulk. It's good with Bolus.
Okay, then yeah.
Gwenalendra. When this dies, if it had no 1/1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. We could just bounce that, right? And it gets rid of that -1/-1.
Yeah.
Dual caster. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, and then these copy spells. Are we copying
Well, that's the thing.
mostly like the discard ones? Like they're all pretty expensive.
Right. Right. So we could
Already.
maybe keep one, but I was saying, you know, I would rather just run like a deflecting SWAT.
Mhm.
You know?
Like I know these would double. Well, like you would just make them discard more cards,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't work for. Oh, maybe just siphon mine, discard, and you draw. What is this? Yeah, it would just make them discard more. They're just already like four cost spells, so I don't know if you're gonna have mana to play that and the
So
twin
like
cast
twin
or
cast,
reverberate.
reverberate, and fork. Are we cutting these?
I don't know. That's up to you.
I mean, we need to make cuts. Like we have to cut some stuff. So fork, it's gonna go.
Yeah, they just don't seem like they fit in this deck. Like that's more spell slinger. We're not really doing that.
All right, sorry chat.
I think you have enough effects that make people discard that. That'll be enough by itself.
Yep. Okay, so stuff like Sage's Dousing. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. If you control a wizard, draw a card. I feel like it's a fine spell, but it's just, we're not really running like any sort of counter kind of stuff. I do like deflecting SWAT. Wheel and deal, C double. Yeah, let's cut C double.
Yeah, deflecting SWAT in places C double seems good.
Sage's Dousing. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. If you control a wizard, draw a card. We're going to remove this as well. Planar Incision. Exile target artifact or creature, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. This is a nice protection spell for our commander. It also is a good protection spell for any of our other big impact creatures. I'm fine to keep it. Wheel and deal. Any number of target opponents each discard their hand and draw 7 cards, and then we draw a card. It fills up our opponent's hands so that we can keep them on the discarding train. And it fills up graveyards so that we can have stuff to target.
Just depends if you want to give them 7 cards, 4 mana down.
Yeah, Extreme Killage, I see what you're saying. Says, I feel like your instance should almost revolve around protecting and blinking your commander. Yeah. What'd you say, Paige? Sorry.
Well, wheel and deal cost 4 mana.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving all your opponents 7 cards.
It's probably worth it to cut.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you'll have enough mana after that to make them discard some of them. I don't think you want to give them all 7 cards.
Yeah. Anvil. 2 costs. Each player skips his or her discard phase. During each player's draw phase, that player draws an additional card, then chooses and discards a card. That's interesting. Do you think Howling Mind can go? What do you think of Anvil?
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I mean, at least that it helps them filter what does get stuff in the yard.
It does. And it is each player's draw phase, so it affects us too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Howling Mind got the axe. Yeah. Signet, Regalia, Conjurer's Closet, Demir's Signet, Geth's Grimoire, Izzet Signet, Monument Endurance, Rakdos Signet, Relic of Sauron, Soul Ring, Swiftfoot Boots, Talisman, Thran Dynamo, Twinning Staff. If you would copy a spell one or more times, instead copy it. All right, this can go. Paying 7 to use that ability is just way too hefty.
And that stuff's better if we were wheeling,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. 13 cards need a cut. Animate Dead, Bandit's Talent. Let's go over our enchants, and then we can't really touch lands. So let's go through enchants, and then we're going to have to go through and make cuts again. Yeah, Closet is just there for Kefka.
Well, it works with other things too. If it was just there for Kefka, I probably wouldn't.
No, it's not just there for Kefka. It has some other good targets. Really quickly going over them. Archon has a big enters. Dualcaster. This has a big enters. Dusk Mangler. Glenelendra. Croxa. Oh no, that one we wouldn't want to do. Nicol Bolas. Noxious Gear Hulk. Enters on Shieldred. Snapper. So it's not all Kefka. There's a handful of other stuff. Yeah, Baleful Strix does like it. Yeah, do you think Thran Dynamo can go, babe?
You do have a lot of stuff with multiple colored pips.
Yeah, but we also have a lot of big mana stuff, which is why it's here. But we do have a nice chunk of... I mean...
Like, that's why that one's good. You get 2
Yeah.
colors.
We'll remove Thran Dynamo. 12 more cuts. Let's do our enchants. Animate Dead.
Go.
What's that?
Grave Betrayal, I think, can go. It's not. We're not making them sack stuff.
Whenever a creature you don't control dies, return it to the battlefield under your control with an additional 1/1 counter. Oh, that's true. Grave Betrayal can go. Court of Ambition. The beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 3 life unless they discard a card. If you're the Monarch instead, each opponent loses 6 life. This seems very good.
The courts are good.
They are good. Bandit's Talent. Whenever it enters, each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land card. And then at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player has 1 or fewer cards in hand, they lose 2 life. And then for a black and 3, at the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card for each opponent who has 1 or fewer cards in hand. This seems pretty good if we can fulfill those clauses.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Animate Dead we like. Faith of the Devoted. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, you may pay 1. If you do, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. This seems good. We're going to be doing that. Cut anything with sub-themes. Stick to the main theme as much as possible. Yeah. Gibbering Descent. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player loses a life and discards a card. Hellbent. Skip your upkeep step if you have no cards in hand. And then Madness.
I mean, that also makes you discard.
Yeah, let's cut this. Liliana's Caress. Whenever an opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life. This seems very good.
I think you need that, yeah.
Megrim, same thing. Whenever an opponent discards a card, it deals 2 damage to that player. Painful Quandary. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player loses 5 life unless they discard a card. You think Painful Quandary can go, Bob? I feel like this is good for us. I mean, we do need cuts. I don't know. What do you think, Paige? Would you cut or keep this? Oh no, pestilence. Okay, so pestilence up here. It's for the backside of him. Whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, you draw that many cards. So you could just like pestilence for 1 black and then draw 3. So you deal 3 damage and then draw 3 cards for 1 black. It can probably go. Yeah, let's cut it.
I just think they poke wondering because they probably won't have cards to cast. You're gonna get rid of them all.
Just remove it. Yeah, let's move it to considering. Ristic Study can stay. Sulfuric Vortex.
Gonna, like, play
this
first.
is to get around their life loss or any sort of life gain. We don't want them like gaining any life, but it also doesn't really focus on our theme.
No, that can go. That's not the right theme.
Yeah. Roller Crusher Ride. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or player while there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, it deals double that damage instead. Whenever it enters, it deals X damage to each of up to X creatures. This probably goes as well. Phyrexian Reclamation and Tortured Existence make you discard for value of what you want. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Let's put them in there. I know these cards. We can at least look through them and then decide if we want to put them in. So Phyrexian Reclamation, pay 2 life, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. This seems pretty good in here.
I think that's probably better than the other one, because the other one you sack a creature.
Choose and discard a creature card. Yeah, so I think we'll move this to considering, but I do think there's a case for Reclamation. And then Roller Crusher Ride, I don't think we need. Marked safe from buying any Final Fantasy. All right. We got 43 people watching. We appreciate you. We're at 35 likes. Can we get to 40 likes, chat? Let's remove Roller Crusher Ride. I don't think we need that. We need to make 7 cuts. We've got 34 lands, which I think is fine. Let's do another once over on our creatures. Anger. Do we still like Anger? Anger is good because when Kefka enters, whenever it enters or attacks, each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. So it enters. Everybody discards a card. Then if we have Anger in the yard, we can immediately swing. Just wondering how much we need Anger.
Okay, let's see what Archon could attack. I'm going to see how many attack triggers I actually have. Or Spike could attack.
Kroxa has an attack as well.
Close haste already. Damage to player. Yeah, I mean, there's not like
the curve.
Don't need it.
Our 3-drops are kind of low. We have lots of 2-drops, 3-drops, a good bit of 4-drops. Like it's a pretty top heavy deck, chat. But we are running a pile of mana rocks. Got all like the signets and stuff. We need to make 7 cuts. Seeing anger is mid. I'm seeing anger is good. I get why Glenalendra is in there, but she's not really on theme. No, she isn't. Tiny Bones Pickpocket can probably go, you think? I mean, he does have to get through.
Yeah, I mean the other one's good because it can make people discard if you have
All right.
no other way. So I'd keep the other one over that.
I'm seeing.
Do we need Snapcaster?
It's honestly tough to tell what power level we're playing at. We're definitely a salty deck that will draw a lot of hate, but we're also aren't running premium interaction, forces, and fierce, etc. That's a very good point. Extreme killage. You're right. Anger's good because we do want to discard it. I'm so in the fence on anger. Paige, I almost need you to make the call on anger. Are we keeping it or are we cutting it?
Keep it right now.
All right. Archon. Keeping. Cunning. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player discards a card. This includes us. This guy can probably go. Even though it is on our theme.
Yeah.
Van Daniel, you think can go?
Yeah, we're not like really focused on like the instants and sorceries help us do what we need.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
He's like generically good, right? At the beginning of your end step, each opponent may sack a non-token creature of their choice. Each opponent who doesn't loses 2 life for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. So I think Van Daniel would be very strong if we were wheeling a lot, right? Like filling up our yard massively.
Yeah. Because you're going to be holding all your discard ones, you're going to be holding in your hand if people have already discarded too much.
All right. Yeah, we'll move him to considering. We still like Skitter Spike. Skitter Spike is amazing. Glenalendra.
I need dual caster.
Probably not. Probably not. Glenalendra. I like that we can blink it with Conjurer's Closet to remove the persist counters. This is just one of those cards that when it's out there, like I almost want this to just be in the deck, even though it's like not exactly on theme. It's just good. Junji, when it dies, choose one. It does have each opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 life on it. That seems pretty good.
And it can bring things back. I think that one stays.
We still like Kefka Dancing Mad, right? I think we do.
Maybe.
Why not cut anger and add haste enduring instead? I've been cutting anger a lot and adding enduring courage. Think Snappy can go too?
I feel like yeah.
Goodbye, Snapcaster. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Van Daniel is a lot of words. You could run the new Siege or Fervor instead of Anger. Yeah, we have Swiftfoot Boots in here. We could probably run Lightning Greaves as well. Lightning Greaves does seem good. All right, we're back to sorceries. Afterlife from the Loam, Dark Deal. Each player loses half their life, then discards half the cards in their hand, then sacrifices half the creatures they control. Round up each time. This hits us. It can probably go. Enduring Courage would be good for it being an enchantment creature in the yard too if we discarded it, so I
That's
could
true.
see that over Anger. Well, if it goes to the yard, it's bad, right?
Well, they're just saying because it's enchantment creature, so Kefka, that counts as two
Oh,
type card
yes.
types.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Yes, that's true. It's true. All right, we still need to make 5 cuts. I'm thinking Fraying Omnipotence can go. What do you think, chat?
I mean,
Each player loses half their life, then discards half the cards in their hand, then sacrifices half the creatures they control round up each time.
it really just depends how many cards we're drawing. I feel like this is a card you play the deck, see how many cards you can draw. And then if you have enough, like, even if you have to discard half of them, you'd still be ahead. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you're drawing cards off Kefka.
Do you like it? Do you like Fraying?
If it's out. I'm just seeing, like, other ways to draw. Because you don't want to have no cards either if Kefka's not out.
Right.
And those cards are kind of useless.
Right. With the way Kefka draws, what are the chances you're playing Reforge the Soul for Miracle? Could be a windfall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you'd already draw for turn.
Yeah.
If you get that.
So do you think this is a cut then?
Yeah.
Will of the Abzan. Choose one. If you control a commander as you cast this, choose both. Any number of target opponents each sack a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls and lose 3 life. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is pretty good, right?
I think you need those effects to get stuff back.
Yeah. Yogg's Will. Till end of turn, you may play cards in your graveyard as though they were in your hand. Cards put into your graveyard this turn are removed from the game instead. This is a big effect. There's a reason why it's a $160 card.
It is, but we have set a lot of our stuff's so expensive. I don't know how much you're actually gonna get to cast.
That's how I feel too. A lot of it is very expensive.
Like, I almost want to cut either the Desk Mangler or
Yeah, I think Yogg's Will can go.
like Noxious Girl, because they're just so expensive too. Like, I know Noxious Girl's artifact creature, but I'd almost rather run Withering Torment over that.
Yeah, I mean, having spot removal like Withering Torment in here seems good.
But it also does gain you life, but I don't know how much you're gonna... Like, is the damage being dealt to you on how many cards? Children will gain you life. Each opponent, so that doesn't bother... I don't think you want Fraying.
Okay. 2 cuts.
Maybe because there is stuff that makes you lose life, so maybe Gearhulk's okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about Yogswell.
We cut Yogswell.
Oh, did you? Okay, mine's just not refreshing.
Yeah. What's up, Jacob Page? Meaningful Vitality. Nice to see you.
Hello. How are
How's
you
it
doing?
going? I like having Go Lich to copy stuff in the graveyard. You may cast target creature card in a graveyard this turn. When you cast it this turn, Haven Go Lich gains all activated abilities. I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Comes down and you can use that ability for 1. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Now we're back to having to cut 3 things. Gosh darn it. Do we have too many mana rocks? We didn't really take a look at these. We have Anvil. Did we decide that we like Anvil?
I don't know.
Arcane Signet. Dimir Signet. Izzet Signet. Rakdos Signet. Relic. Soul Ring. Talisman, Talisman, Talisman. Monument is good.
Yeah, Monument's really good. What does this do? Whenever an opponent discards a card, you draw.
Whenever an opponent discards a card from his or her hand, you may draw a card. And that says an opponent.
Yeah, and it's not 1 or more, so that is pretty good.
It's good. Oh, you did
Okay,
contribute.
that's good.
You contributed a lot, Arcano. Like a lot. We do have 39 people watching. We appreciate you watching, folks. Thank you for hanging out. If you are enjoying the stream, click like and subscribe. Bandit's Talent, Court of Ambition.
Oh, this is always the hardest part.
I know, the final cuts are killing me, dude. You like, we keep reanimate, cut, animate, dead. I mean, we could.
What about Nicol Bolas?
What, the creature?
Opponent discards. Yeah, I'm just...
Each opponent discards a card.
2. 10 damage. Creature, planeswalker.
You think he's just like kind of low stakes?
I don't know, like the flip ability's a lot.
Yeah, he does.
7.
Does cost 7 to flip. Enters the battlefield. Each opponent discards.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, Treasure Cruise is nice, but you have better card draw. Yeah, I think we could cut Cruise. I was kind of feeling that same way. Besides, we have Dig Through Time, which is better. Yeah, we can cut Cruise.
Anger's still in here. Maybe if you don't need it.
Oh, okay. Whoops. Got to remove anger. Okay. Archon.
Well, I had said come back to it.
Archon. Cunning. We still like cunning, right?
Hmm.
It says each player.
It's so hard for me to tell like how many cards we're gonna have and that are playable at different spots in the game. So I just keep looking at all these really expensive things.
I mean, I think we're pretty close, you know?
Because you don't want to also have them not have creatures because you've made them discard them all, and then you have this out and nothing can kill it, and then you're stuck discarding. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a cut. I mean, I also see the way about Ristic. You have to wait a turn cycle to get anything from it anyway. Cunning.
That is true.
Yeah, let's just cut that guy. Remove. We have a deck, chat. We have a starting spot. Oh my goodness. We have a starting spot for Kefka. How do you feel about it, Paige?
I mean, I wouldn't want to play against it.
It looks kind of fun. It's only $2,700 deck. So not bad. I kind of like where we landed. Chat, I think we're gonna wrap up because we got the deck built. We're gonna put a link to the deck in the description of the video. Thank you all so much for hanging out today. We have a video that we want to record as well, and I'm on kind of like a time crunch today. I have company coming into town. My dad's gonna come visit me. Got some stuff to work on, but we do appreciate everybody hanging out for this 3-hour stream today. I do kind of see what you're saying about Ristic. You could get 2 Final Fantasy collector boxes for that price. Oh god. I know. I do kind of see what you're saying about Ristic. Like, we might bring something in over Ristic, especially if our opponents don't have any spells to play. Like, Ristic kind of is like a dead card, right?
Yeah, that is true.
Maybe over Ristic we remove this and we go with Mystic, just because Mystic is going
At the start
to
of the game.
is going to be a start of the game card. Yeah.
Unless it's like me last night and no one plays anything for the first 3 turns.
I mean, it's true. Lord
That was
Lance
terrible.
streams in an hour. Yeah, definitely go watch Lance. Everybody, we do appreciate you so much for hanging out. If you enjoyed the stream, click like and subscribe. We're going to do a deck tech on this deck now that we built it. We do appreciate everybody so much for hanging out today and being part of the building process. So if you enjoyed the stream, click like and subscribe. Big shout out to our chat champion, MTG Gaming Bob. We appreciate you, man. And Paige was here as a beautiful Moogle today. So thank you for hanging out, Paige the Moogle.
That is me.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll catch y'all later, chat. Thank you for hanging.
Yes, thank you all. Have a good evening.
Have a good night, friends. The stream is ending. The stream is ending, chat. Until next time, we will see you on the flippity. We do really appreciate you all so much. No stasis or Aeon Hub. Jonathan, you just got here. You can take a look at those cards. All right.